Hey guys, okay, today we're going to be talking about what is energy and how our body makes it. This is a bit of a complex topic. It encompasses a myriad of different pathways within our body. It's truly impressive. I don't want to go into the science too much. However, I do think it is important to have a basic understanding of how our body produces energy so then we know how it can be affected. One of these pathways is called the Krebs cycle, or the citric acid cycle. It is the way that adenosine triphosphate, otherwise known as ATP, or our energy, is made. Now, this is a cycle of 8 different reactions that occur within our body. This Krebs cycle is a section of a much larger pathway that takes the food we eat, so it takes our carbs and makes them into glucose, it takes our fatty acids, our fats, makes them into fatty acids, and then it takes our proteins and makes them into amino acids. And this is what produces our energy that we feel every day. It also produces the energy that makes our heart pump, contracts our muscles, powers our brain, helps the gases exchange in our lungs, the nutrients in from our food that our tummy extracts. It does all this. It even regulates our body temperature. So you could say it gives us the energy to survive. Now, this is dependent on a lot of other pathways and processes working well in the body as well, but I want you just sort of to focus on the smaller section for what we're talking about today. Now, this all happens in the mitochondria. Now, the best way that I've sort of heard this analogy explained is from Dr. Libby. So she basically says that if you can imagine our body, it's made up of all these tiny little circles that represent our cells, trillions of them all mixed together. Now, inside of these cells is the mitochondria. And the mitochondria, if you can, think about it as like a little mouse, and it's on a treadmill and it's powering away. And that is what gives us our energy. So the more mice we have, the more energy that we have. In today's world, unfortunately, there are a lot of things that can sort of fumigate our little mice on their treadmill that makes them not work as effectively as they should do. Now, these fumes can come from both inside and outside our bodies. So outside, it could be things like the air that we breathe. Outside or inside could be the food that we choose to eat or drink. Even the stuff that we put on our skin can all go to affecting how well our mitochondria works. So as we go through what depletes and adds to our energies, I would like you to think about these little mice and how you can best nourish them to give them the best chance they can of powering through on their little treadmills. Now, I'm going to explain to you sort of what foods that we can eat to help support this, also the way that we move our bodies, our body systems, if they are working optimally, how these little mice can be the best they can be, powering on their treadmills to give us energy. I'm also going to have a little chat to you guys about stress and how daily choices we make can either add or deplete our energy. In the next video, we're going to be talking food, so stay tuned and I will see you then.